Because most people go bankrupt because they didn't get paid by someone.
This is really, really important thing to think about, because when you sell your service and information, we sell at two different levels, right? We've got revenue and then we've got cash. And so let's say that you're selling something, and you might think this is a lot of money to sell something for, but you can get here eventually. Let's say you're selling something for £10,000 or $10,000 or euros or whatever. It might be the case that someone buys this product, but you split it over a 5-month time horizon, right? And so one sale on a 5 pay here is only going to be 2,000 up front. And then the rest of it is to collect. And what a lot of entrepreneurs get in trouble, and where they fall prey to this, is they assume that this money is theirs. So it's like, I've made the sale, I've sent the contract, they've signed the contract. At this level of business, not with your big, $1 million deals, but at this level of business, when you're dealing with, 4-figure, 5-figure investments, it costs more to sue someone than you would recuperate from the suing. So no, there's contracts, they're not really worth the paper they're written on at this level of business. You should still have a contract, and you can do some basic legal templates to make you feel safe and comfortable, but never, ever, ever assume that what's in revenue is going to collect, because that's how you get caught. And a lot of people do this where they sell, let's say that you sell, 10 of these, and therefore you make 20,000 up front, and you think, oh, I've got 80,000 coming in. And then they go and finance a car, or they go on this expensive holiday. But then what happens is a few of their clients, they don't pay, so this goes down by half. And people can be very fickle with payments, especially.
You can't obligate your guarantees.
Exactly.
So if you start collecting this money in your head and start spending this money,
it's very
you
dangerous.
can't follow through on what you promised.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Because what are you going to do? You're going to sue them? It's like, oh, you owe me £8,000. And they'll be like, well, I'm not paying it. And you're like, well, I'm going to sue you. And then you go and look for a lawyer to do that. And the lawyer's like, oh, it's going to cost £16,000 to sue them. And I can't even guarantee it'll work. So
I know someone just went bankrupt, by the way, because of VAT. They spent the money on VAT.
God damn it, man.
They got all that, they collected all the money, and then they didn't actually allocate. Even they looked at cash and bank, they thought the cash and bank, they forgot to delete what was owed from the. In England, we have something called VAT, value-added tax.
If you're watching from the UK, VAT, you don't have to worry about VAT until 82,500 a year in income. So we're not going to worry too much about that. But yes, that sucks. And all of this financial jargon, which you're not going to be familiar with and might seem intimidating, all of this is easily cleared up by hiring an accountant for a couple of $100 a month.
Just being disciplined yourself. Just measure the amount of money you're spending, measure the amount of money coming in, and measure the amount in the bank. That's all you need to do. Don't get freaked out about accounts. Yep. It's simple. And as your business scales, get an accountant.